Nobody in the spiritual world likes to say this. Spirituality alone cannot do it for you. Buddhism cannot do it for you. Your teacher cannot sit for you. Your sangha cannot walk through the door for you. Only you can do that. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why that's not a burden. It's the most liberating thing the Dharma ever said. I'm QP. Welcome to Quantum Awareness. Sound is emptiness. Emptiness is sound. William James was a Harvard professor who nearly lost his mind. He found it again and spent his life asking why. In his 20s, a crisis so severe he could barely function. Reality felt groundless. The self felt like fiction. He sat with it. He didn't run. He came through. Then, as a mature philosopher, he went further. Nitrous oxide, not recreational. Investigative. The chemical door opened the window. It did not build the house. So he turned to the contemplatives, to those mapping the territory for centuries, without the chemistry. He called what he found the fruits. The proof of inner work is not how profound the insight was, not how many retreats you attended. The proof is what it produces in your life, in what flows from you towards others. If it doesn't change how you live, you are merely visiting. The Buddha pointed at the moon. He didn't hand you the moon. He pointed. There's a story about Milarepa and his student Gampopa. Gampopa was leaving for the last time, waiting for the final transmission, the secret teaching. Milarepa called him back. Gampopa turned. This is it. Milarepa lifted his robe, showed his student his backside, covered in calluses, from decades on bare rock. That's the teaching. Sit. Nobody else can do it for you. My Lama taught me this. It's much easier to wake up from a good dream than from a bad dream. A nightmare has its hooks in you. Waking is violent. A good dream releases you gently. You float up into awareness. No struggle. The inner work, the honest looking at what's in the basement. That's cleaning up the dream. Not because you're broken, because a cleaner dream releases you more gently into waking. And the next time, we ask a deeper question. What if you could recognize inside the dream that you were dreaming? That's where we're going. Dream yoga, the practice of the luminous night. You do the work so that you have something left over. Surplus. To give freely. You cannot help others while confused and disturbed yourself. The Paramitas. Generosity. Ethics. Patience. Joyful effort. Meditation and wisdom are not commandments. They are what naturally overflows from a mind that has done all its work. Generosity isn't decided. It's what happens when you stop hoarding yourself. Patience isn't sustained through willpower. It's what remains after years of sitting. This is the technology of compassion. I once wrote that a Buddhist center is not a replacement for a therapist. A reader wrote back, bipolar, said I was painting a picture without hope. I wrote back on a Sunday morning. I told her the Vajrayana path, rigorous, demanding, show up every day, was not her medicine. What she needed was a different door. Walking meditation, gentle Theravada practice, yoga, somatic body work. The Buddha gave 84,000 teachings because consciousness arrives in 84,000 conditions, carrying 84,000 different wounds. The medicine that heals one mind can harm another. I told her imperfectly, but I told her. That reaching toward a stranger on a Sunday morning, that was a paramita. Not for yourself, for the face you haven't met yet. Right now, as you listen, there is something listening, not just processing sound, something aware of the listening itself. The witness behind the experience. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to name it. Just notice it. We are listening to the listener of silence. That's where we're going. That's what the work is for. This is QP. Sound is emptiness. Emptiness is sound. The work only you can do is the greatest gift you will ever give. See you next time. Thank you.